Good afternoon. Welcome to another Kerfuffle webinar. Hello, Susanna. Delighted to have you on the show today. You all right?
Thanks for having me. Yeah, great. Thank you.
Okay. Representing the marvellous Acaboom. We're here today. This is really just a congratulatory mini 5-10 minute chat with you. Obviously, just to say congratulations on getting in the top 40 ideas and innovations at EA Masters. In fact, you were actually highlighted as being in the top 10 for marketing, weren't you?
Yeah, absolutely.
If I, you know how good I am with StreamYard as a tool. So let me, anyone who saw the classic Moneypenny one, do go and see that. Obviously,
it's the funniest thing I've watched in ages. Honestly, it really cheered me up.
Okay, well, we haven't finished this one yet, so let's wait. Okay. Obviously, everybody knows Acaboom as being one of the best tools in the job for agents at that most vital stage, the market appraisal process. The actual issue, though, and the innovation that you were nominated for was actually the recent enhancement you added for all of your clients, which was the mobile app.
Yeah.
Do you want to just give a bit of context around that? How that's actually helping your clients?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, essentially, Acaboom, it can be used on the desktop, so as it always has traditionally been by our clients. But really having the mobile application just means that really valuers can be using Acaboom on the go. You're not tied to an inbox or a desk. You don't have to kind of get your laptop out at the end of the day to send out marketing proposals. You can literally do it all from your mobile phone, just like sending a text message, really. A marketing proposal can be sent in literally 10 seconds. And they look so smart, but they're just so easy to send now and track. The application also tells you with push notifications exactly every time somebody's reading a marketing proposal. So you can literally swipe and call the client more or less immediately to, get them while they're hot, if you like, and convert them into business. And it also does, it will also prompt various parts around the market appraisal. So, for example, just before an appointment takes place, it will pop up saying your property information's ready, and it will tell you all about how long that person's lived in that home, what they paid for the property. We'll do a social media report on the person, and it literally will almost spoon feed them. So busy valuers that are out there, all day long can really control everything just from their pocket now.
You know a lot about spoon feeding, of course, don't you? Anyway. You genuinely got. I think it's fair to say agents get excited when they see those notifications coming through. I haven't seen you as excited though when you actually see the agents being able to see that themselves, because it is amazing, isn't it? On your phone, that notification, and a really nice, just simple. Well, it's not simple, but actually elegant enhancement is that if you've seen them open that presentation, you literally slide right, and provided you store the mobile number in there, it dials out the number immediately, doesn't it, and starts phoning them up.
Yeah, absolutely. So, yeah, I don't think our techies would say that it was simple, Simon, to be perfectly honest. But it's very simple to use. And yes, I get very excited when I get the notifications, because I use Acaboom myself to send proposals out to agents after I've shown them the service. So it's great because I know when they're opening it too. And literally the notification will pop up to say one of my prospects is reading it now. And it is like getting a new message. It's dopamine, isn't it? Just spoon feeding you exciting news that somebody's hopefully going to buy your product, and nothing more exciting for a salesperson. Or maybe I'm just a bit sad, but
no, I think you're spot on. And let's face it, during this lockdown, we all need something to smile about. So I'm just talking about the lockdown. Actually, in all honesty, this just reiterates again, doesn't it, how it's a perfect tool for all markets, but for now, when everything does have to be done digitally. I think we were talking off air, and you were just saying how crazy the amount of inquiries you've got, because people are realizing that to be seen and to be seen to be seen in the right light. You've got your website, of course, that's the main digital thing, but this main communication tool is absolutely vital as well, isn't it? And I think it's fair to say you've got an explosion of inquiries, haven't you?
I think really the reason why we got so busy during the first lockdown, if you like, and we seem to be seeing that being replicated right now. But traditionally, what people have done at market appraisals, what valuers do is they tend to take a lot of printed material. They tend to print stuff like a best price guide and kind of take a pack or folder with them or brochure. can't really do that at the moment, you know. The property market, yes, that's not locked down, but really due to COVID regulations, we shouldn't really be leaving bits of paper behind or handing over brochures and things like that for that kind of contact. So the fact that Acaboom delivers that all digitally and you send it to, if you like, their own device for them to look at and still track that, just really takes that head and shoulders really above kind of to old, more traditional kind of methods really. So yes, it's been very popular, especially for people doing virtual valuations as well, because just like we are now kind of on a Zoom or your wonderful StreamYard, I should add. But basically when you are talking to somebody, being able to talk to someone virtually, you can share your screen very easily and walk through a visual journey of all the reasons, you know, that you should be using your agency really.
Yeah.
So it's as I think as Simon Woodcock says from Robinson Michael Jackson, he wrote a lovely testimonial on Kerfuffle actually, and it actually says that the biggest thing he did through lockdown is he still managed to increase his fees using Acaboom, because it wasn't telling them what they offer, but actually showing them what they offer at a time when it's even more difficult to kind of build that relationship and have that contact with people.
Eddie, I know, look, we've got the property industry has got a bit of a get out of jail card, hasn't it? As they're keeping it going as much as they possibly can do. But you're quite right. It's not going to the newspapers, the broadsheets, the tabloids. Can you imagine that story if an agent left some material behind and gave somebody COVID? Something. Oh, yeah. I mean, it wouldn't be off the front pages, would it?
That's not the story you want right now at all, is it? No. But I still get asked all the time, you know, can you print these? And at the minute, I am just saying to people, because they say like, maybe I've got a bit of a more elderly audience that prefer printed copies. I'm kind of like, I don't care what they prefer at the moment. I was certainly the last person I would want to leave something behind with at the moment is a more senior audience, if you like. That's the worst time to do it. So we really are, you know, pushing, keep it digital at the moment, because we certainly don't want to be the centre of that either.
No, of course not. Well, we got Gareth here. I think it's one of your clients. Brilliant. He's either talking about that on my lockdown haircut. Thank you, Gareth, whichever one that was. And slightly less useful, Mr. Wilson, afternoon growlers. I have no idea what he's talking about there. Don't even know why.
You very much do know what he's talking about there.
You mentioned the exceptional Kerfuffle website, and thank you for doing that. I didn't have to tell you to do that offline. I see you actually just got a review through today of one of your many 5-star reviews, again from Webbers, Andrew over at Webbers. Thank you, Andrew, if you're watching, for putting that up there. It's worth pointing out, isn't it, actually, that 25% of the scoring for EA Masters and those ideas came from the Kerfuffle review. So no doubt you're just going to say thank you very much for obviously having such a high profile on our site. That's all right, Suzanne. You don't have to say it.
It's all down to you, Simon, of course. I had nothing to do with it whatsoever. Kerfuffle won us the award. Thank you.
It took 8 minutes to drag this back to us. Now, well, I told you I can't go for awards anymore, so it's there. But okay, and what else you got on the agenda then? Anything else at the moment in terms of innovation you can tell us, or would you have to kill me?
I'd have to kill you at the minute, I think. But yes, I will say there's some really, really exciting things that we've got in the development plan at the moment that we're about to just start working on. So yeah, but I'm going to remain tight-lipped on the subject for now.
Okay, good stuff. Well, I did say it was only 10 minutes. Again, do people obviously reach out to Susanna directly, or they've got a deal on our website that's great. I think that's that Kickstarter deal, which I really like, which is where you communicate with all of the agents' past clients, don't you, in the first...
Yeah, so part of the going live process for Kerfuffle member is we say, look, give us an export of your old kind of valuations that you've not been successful at winning yet, and we'll import them in, and let's get a fresh proposal out to them to kind of reinvigorate that relationship, if you like. And in fact, there's another testimonial on the Kerfuffle website from Absolute Sales and Lettings that actually he did that, sent out to 120, I'm sure it was, valuations on, I think it was on a Saturday he did it whilst he was watching the rugby or something. But essentially what happened was he sent those out, and by the Tuesday he'd won 6 new instructions off the back of his kind of old database, if you like. So amazing.
All from Kerfuffle. That's incredible. Wow.
Again, it's all
on a freemium service like Kerfuffle. That's brilliant. Great. Oh, that's great. It is fantastic. I mean, look, we shouldn't really be surprised, should we, that, being able to deliver the very high quality of presentation that you guys do at the right time, again, to somebody who's interested, you're going to have a click-through rate, aren't you? And that's great to see. Mm-hmm. Good. Fantastic. Well, okay, we won't obviously be seeing for drinks anytime soon, but let's just hope this lockdown doesn't go on too long. But congratulations once more for your top 40 and your top 10 in marketing. And have a good one. You're right.
Okay, yeah. All right then. Thank you.
Cheers. Bye-bye.
Bye.